How are we going? You sneaking up on me, are you? Having a look at my plum tree here, and I was just laughing because we've got the label on this other one here on this rootstock. Is it? I don't know if it's a sucker. I'm trying to work out why the label. Yeah, it's the label's on this one here, and that's the one I'm going to cut off. So now I've got to replace it. Here we go. We're talking about pruning fruit trees, folks. It's the beginning of the season. I spoke about pruning your citrus trees the other day. No, don't put it there. Put it here. Now what we're going to do with these trees, the young ones, is prune them well to shape. The main aim here, open vase shape. Nice and open. Start off by removing all the suckers at the bottom below on the trunk. Lowies or lows, anvil pruners, my favourite. There's bypass ones as well. These are anvil. You get the large one and the small one. I'm using both here. Real sharp, real effective, and easy to cut with. Now I've got to dig that up later, cut it down lower, but so I can finish this little demo. First we've got to tie it up. Well, we're not going to do that first, we're going to do that afterwards, but that's the aim here. Have a look at it. Yes, go away. Have a look at the tree now. So I'm going to pull this up here, but see how I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches. This middle one is really strong. I actually want to remove it because it's growing up down the center. I want to create an open vase shape. On cue? On cue. Thank you. Go away now. Come on. Go and hunt some rabbits. So we're going to take this one out. I'm going to start over here just to make sure I can cut through it. Oh yeah, it's soft. So that's going, and we'll work our way back down to it. Like that. So now I'm going to pull this back, and when I tie it up I'm going to have this open vase shape like that. See all these wispy parts here? If I don't cut them off, they're just going to keep growing out to the sky. So we're just going to take them off like that. You can be pedantic about it, you know, getting it closer to the bud, further away from the bud. The tree will react accordingly, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm not too fussed about that. Like that there. Do the same thing with these here, shorten them up. Now the aim is so we can create fruit bearers here, so all the spurs, all these buds here, will start to produce fruit, because it fruits along the stem, it doesn't fruit on the tips. And the same thing here, we take the center out. You don't want it growing out to the sky or out to the other side. That already is almost 1.5 meters, pushing on 2 meters. It's too long. Take it back, well, take it right down to there. Then even that one there, I don't like that. Go away. So we're going to cut all these shorter. See all this overlapping? Look at this. See that there? You can leave it if you like, but that rubbing is, look at that, it's already damaged there. See that rubbing there? And over here too. So no good. You remove one of the two, shorten the other one if you like. And we do the same. Again, rubbing, overlapping. Cut it down, remove the second one. Take that out completely. That's growing in, we'll cut it short. We can keep that a bit longer. I'm going pretty fast here, so this is how I prune, folks. And again, these ones are growing in. I don't want them to grow in, but I'm going to see if I can get them to fruit on a short spur or on a short stub like that. See that there? Again, this is growing straight up. It's okay, but I'm going to start it all over again down lower. This one here is growing out. Don't want it there. I'm going to fork these ones out here. My technique. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's my technique. I go for an open vase. Some of them may be a little bit short. Doesn't worry me. I'm not here for fruit at the moment because these trees are only 1 year and a bit old. And another tip, don't do what I'm doing, just throwing them on the ground. Gather them up, throw them in one spot. So we'll take that back to there, take these tips off. They're a little bit short, and we'll just trim them off like that. Where are we here? We've got 1, 2, 3 growing together. We don't need 3 together. That's the strongest one. You can remove this one or just cut it short and do the same with that short. That didn't work, did it? We'll just cut that off there. How's that? That's better. And remember, these trees, as a plum, will grow so fast that trees are very forgiving, especially at the hand of my, or at the mercy of my hand. Is that the right expression? Because sometimes I go a bit too hard on them, but that's my choice. I like to take a little bit longer in the growing stages rather than it fruiting. But then again, I could be a little bit of a hypocrite and say, well, why aren't you fruiting? And not reflect on how hard I pruned these trees. All right, that's pretty much it. Straighten it up like that. And that's what you need to create, a simple open vase. Some of these might actually disappear completely, depends on how it regrows. But for now, that's plenty there. I do want it to grow on this side, but it's leaning over that way for now, but doesn't matter. That's the first shape. So we started off with a tree with a lot of wispy branches. Over here, come, have a look at this one here. What have we got here? Please tell me there's a label on you. Yeah, it's blown away, hasn't it? Some sort of pear. Anyway, look at it, straight up, useless. We need to open this tree out. We need it to grow outwards. And the problem is, if we don't tie these down, we need to tie these out like that. So I'm not going to do this today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down, then come back and tie it up. So first part is central growth, useless. That's growing straight up, no good to me. I can probably leave a little stub on it in the middle to shape up. This is going to come out, that's going to come out, nice. So we'll just take the tips off this for now, like that. Take the tip off that, that's going to work. This one's going to work as well, so we aim for the same height, about there. Open it up, that's going to work beautifully. Take it down. Now let's see these ones. Oh, not really. So we take it down lower. That's good. Now that one there, I think, honestly, I don't need it, but I'll take it down to here for now. Now we've got a bit of an overlap, so we can, if we take a bit of care, we can reshape these nicely like that. So I've brought it right down, and I'm going to try and do this to show you what it's going to look like. Does that make sense? Or am I just being silly? No, that makes sense. I can probably take a little bit more off those tips there because it'll sprout up from the, it's too long. It is too long. That's a bit better. Yeah, even more. Okay, so we can train these out like that. Now what's going to happen, mark this little video because we're going to come back to this, in 6 months to a year, and remember the shape of this tree we cut here now. So we can reflect on it 6 months from today and see how it's grown. It's going to grow out of these little buds over here, and it'll push out about 1 metre up into the sky, just outwards like that. So we're going to open it up, again, open vase shape. We've got this distance here, we've got the space between the trees to be able to do that. Every tree is going to get brought down to about chest height, well thereabouts, maybe a little bit higher or a little bit lower depending on the shape of the tree. But there's a lot of upright growth, some short ones and some very spindly ones. Stay tuned because we're going to be pruning through this orchard a little bit at a time, and hopefully we'll be done by September. And folks, a big happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mums out there. Have a wonderful time. You deserve every little bit of love and respect you get. And also check out our website, Vasili'sGarden.com. We've got some great specials and VIP specials as well. Check it all out. It's Vasili'sGarden.com. From me, Vasili, Maresi. Happy Mother's Day.